Hello, everyone, and welcome to my presentation on the World Trade Organization, commonly known as the WTO. My name is Stella Salat, and this presentation is part of ECO 615 Global Economy Course 2. And today I'll be discussing the WTO's role in international trade, its history, structure, and the benefits, challenges as well, that it presents to member countries. By the end of this presentation, it will give you a better understanding of how the World Trade Organization functions and its impact on the global economy. Let's begin. The World Trade Organization is a global institution that regulates trade between nations. Established in 1995, it replaced the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, GATT, and now serves as the primary international body overseeing trade agreements and dispute resolution. Its primary goal is to ensure trade flows as freely, fairly, and predictably as possible. The WTO's headquarters is located in Geneva, Switzerland, and it currently has 164 member countries, which together account for over 98% of world trade. The organization is responsible for negotiating and enforcing trade agreements, resolving trade disputes, and providing technical assistance to developing nations to help them integrate into the global trading system. But why do we need the World Trade Organization? Well, in a world where goods, services, and investments move across borders at an ever increasing rate, having a regulatory body to ensure that trade is conducted fairly and transparently is crucial. The World Trade Organization provides a set of rules that all members must follow, helping to prevent conflicts and unfair trade practices. The roots of the WTO can be traced back to the aftermath of World War II, when nations sought to establish a framework of global trade to prevent economic conflicts. The first step towards this was the GATT, which was signed in 1947 by 23 nations. This agreement aimed to reduce tariffs and other trade barriers. Over time, multiple trade negotiations, known as rounds, took place under GATT. The most significant of these were the Uruguay round, which lasted from 1986 to 1994. It led to major trade liberalization measures and ultimately resulted in the establishment of the WTO on January the 1st, 1985. Since its formation, the World Trade Organization has played a crucial role in shaping global trade policies. It has facilitated major agreements and resolved numerous disputes between nations. However, the organization has also faced criticism, particularly from developing nations that argue the system favors wealthier nations. Membership in the WTO is open to any state or customs territory that can negotiate entry terms with existing members. As of 2024, there are 164 member countries, including major economies like the United States of America, China, the European Union, Japan, India, and Brazil. When a country wishes to join, it must undergo a rigorous accession process that involves negotiations from existing members. This process ensures that new members align their trade policies with WTO rules. For example, China's accession in 2001 took 15 years of negotiations before it was finally admitted. Being a member of the World Trade Organization comes with obligations. Countries must adhere to agreements that cover goods, services, and intellectual property. In return, They gain access to trade benefits such as lower tariffs and dispute resolution mechanisms. The World Trade Organization is structured to ensure efficient decision making and enforcement of trade rules. At the top is the Ministerial Conference, which is the largest decision making body and meets every 2 years. This conference brings together representatives from all member countries to discuss major trade issues. Below, Below this, rather, we have the General Council, which is responsible for daily operations and implementation of policies. It includes ambassadors and trade delegates from member countries. There are also specialized councils and committees and focus on specific trade areas such as agriculture, services, and intellectual property. The dispute settlement body plays a crucial role in resolving trade disputes. When countries disagree on trade practices, they bring their cases here for resolution. Finally, the WTO Secretariat, led by the Director General, handles the organization's administrative tasks, as seen in this table here. Being a WTO member offers several benefits. One of the biggest advantages is trade liberalization, which leads to reduced tariffs and other barriers, allowing for freer exchange of goods and services. Another key benefit is the dispute resolution mechanism. Trade disputes between countries can be highly complex, but the World Trade Organization provides a structured process for resolving them fairly. Additionally, the World Trade Organization ensures equal trade opportunities for all members, whether the country is large or small. It can take advantage of the same trade rules. Finally, the World Trade Organization provides technical assistance to developing nations, helping them to build their trade capacity and integrate into the global economy. The World Trade Organization carries out its functions in several ways. First, it administers existing trade agreements and ensures compliance. Countries that do not follow these rules can face penalties. Second, the World Trade Organization provides a platform for trade negotiations. Member countries regularly meet to discuss new agreements and modifications of existing ones. The organization also monitors national trade policies, ensuring transparency and accountability among the member states. If a country implements a trade policy that is considered unfair or discriminatory, the World Trade Organization can intervene. Finally, the World Trade Organization helps build trade capacity by providing training and assistance to developing nations, allowing them to fully participate in global trade. The WTO has significant strengths but also faces notable criticisms. On the positive side, it reduces trade barriers, promotes economic stability, and ensures fair competition. This has contributed to global economic growth and increased trade opportunities for many nations. However, there are criticisms as well. Some argue that the World Trade Organization favors developed nations, making it difficult for poorer countries to compete. The dispute resolution process, while useful, can also be slow and complex. Additionally, some countries feel that the WTO rules limit their ability to protect their domestic industries and labor markets. Despite these challenges, the WTO remains a key institution in global trade governance. In summary, the World Trade Organization plays a fundamental role in global trade by creating trade agreements, resolving disputes, and ensuring fair practices. It has helped promote economic growth and cooperation between nations. However, there are ongoing challenges, such as ensuring fair representation for developing nations and making the dispute resolution process more efficient. Future reforms may be necessary to address these concerns and ensure that the World Trade Organization remains relevant in an evolving global economy. Overall, despite its flaws, the World Trade Organization is essential in maintaining stability and fairness in international trade. The information in this presentation is sourced from the references, these references showing on the slide. Well, that brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. And I hope this discussion has given you a clearer understanding of the World Trade Organization and its impact on global trade. I'd like to open the floor for any questions. Feel free to ask about any aspect of the World Trade Organization that interests you, and I will be happy to respond. Thank you very much.